Welcome to Positively Muskegon. It's Andy O'Reilly, and today I am over at the beautiful Folker Community Hub, kind of a home away from home for me. It's the home of No More Sidelines and one of my favorite places here in town. I am with Mary McDonald. We got Carrie Vanderhoff and Marquise Childress. I was going to say Childress. I got to get that right. You know, it's NASCAR guys. We think Childress. Yeah, went right over your head, didn't it? NASCAR. We're here to talk about the Photo Voice project. Now, we talked to Marquise and Carrie about this a little bit a while ago. It's coming to be almost the finish.
Yeah, and Photo Voice was a component of the Livability Lab.
The Livability
100-day
Lab.
challenge, yeah.
So
we'll
are we going to start
that.
with Mary on this Livability Lab, or you? How are we going to work? Because there's a lot of information to get to.
Yeah, maybe we should give the overview first, and then we'll back up to where you last talked to us with Photo Voice.
Go for it.
Sound good?
Great. Good morning.
Hi.
It's wonderful to be
Thank you
here
for
with my
coming.
colleagues. Oh, it's good. Livability Lab. What's that about? Well, number one, it's because lots of folks believe it's important to live in a community where everybody can live and there's livability.
Yes.
So there are lots of conditions that get in the way of that or support it. And there are a lot of institutions and individuals who say, you know what, we're doing great, but I think we can do better.
And we always can.
We can. So the idea is that this work that is going to kick off on September the 10th here in this space is about saying, come on, Muskegon County.
Yes.
Everybody's working really hard. Great things are happening.
Big time.
Amazing. But you know what? What if we all worked together?
You're saying people are on different agendas here in town?
Well, I don't even think it's an agenda. It's just
I know where you're coming from.
You
I do.
because
Yeah.
you know what? At the end of the day, I think I know, and I got to do my piece.
Yep.
And you got to do your piece, and if we all do our piece, the world will be better.
Yeah.
It's a manufacturing mindset,
Yeah.
right? It says if I put this in and you put yours in, the plane will fly off, or the M60 Abrams tank will fly off the end
Right.
at Teledyne Continental, right?
See?
The point is, that's not necessarily the case anymore.
Right.
Because if I do my part and you do your part and we're doing the same thing, whoops.
Yep.
So the Livability Lab is about saying, Muskegon County, we believe if we across sectors and collectively say, let's make a few things better.
Okay.
And let's do it in an innovative way that we can really make big differences.
And what are some of these things that we are targeting that need to be?
Health
Okay.
and equity.
Okay.
I think, it's about saying if business, social service, healthcare, government, and in neighborhoods, if we could all come together and talk, maybe we would know how could we have healthier neighbors.
Sure.
How could we have pipelines to leadership development?
Yep.
How could we help transfer the generational power that's going to happen and is happening right now?
Always.
How could we help about employment? So these are the kinds of things. So there's a day where we will bring people together and have those conversations.
Okay.
And the goal at the end is say, you know what? We're going to have some folks come together, and for the next 100 days, 100-day challenge,
Okay.
for the next 100 days, we commit to, we challenge each other to make a difference in these areas, whatever they are. Maybe a little thing like maybe in Ravenna, I just hate that the light bulbs go out too early at night.
Okay.
Because that makes me feel insecure, or that makes me feel unsafe. So I can bring people together and we can talk about that.
Yep.
And we can fix it.
Okay.
Then we come back in 100 days and we celebrate that. Am I getting that?
Yeah, and how it all interconnects, because these are smaller wins, but they're all with that big picture in mind.
Yep.
And that vision is creating a system where all Muskegon County residents thrive, something like that. I should have it in front of me. But the idea is really that we have been on the ground for quite a number of months, maybe even a year or more, having interviews, surveys, collecting data. So we're coming to September 10th with a lot of information about what is important to the community. This is
Sure.
the community, said these things, and as Mary mentioned, things like economics and education and social connections, and really moving forward together. So,
Marquise, remind us your piece in this. We talked about your photo last time you were on. Remind me about your photo and the inspiration behind it, and your story a little bit too.
Okay, well, the photo
Yep.
was about identity.
Yep.
And with the identity in the photo was my personal story of how I came from, born and raised in Muskegon Heights, predominantly black African American community, and me going off to Olivet College,
Right.
which was a private school, which was predominantly white at the time, and it was a cultural shock for me.
Huge.
Yeah, it was like, wow, I never even been in these rooms, and to have confidence to even be myself, let alone
Yeah.
speak in
I know that
class.
feeling. Dude, I know that feeling. I do.
So yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, but it helped me grow, and I met wonderful people there.
Yeah.
The women's basketball coaches, my advisor, who actually was like a mom on campus for me, and it kind of let me put my guard down.
Sure.
Yeah, she was a white woman, and she took me in as if she really cared. She really
well, yeah.
cared, and she saw me going through a dark time, and she uplifted me. And to this day, I really thank her, because if it wasn't for her and the coaches on campus, as well as my friends who are Caucasian or white, and they helped me.
Oh my God,
actually-
we're all people. Who
Yeah,
cares
it's
what our
like,
rappers
wow,
look like,
yeah,
right?
you know what I
right.
mean? And it was just to be able to humanize each other and understand that we all have common
Yep.
needs, and actually love to be around each other no matter what our background was.
Yeah.
And that actually helped me graduate college and led me here to today with the Livability Lab.
See?
And fast forward, is to, again, build that relationship and bridging those gaps to race, gender, age, and economics in Muskegon County.
Yeah. And
Because,
it's a
yeah.
positive way to do things too.
Yeah.
It really is.
And Marquiso's isn't just, he did have a photo, but he was instrumental in facilitating
Sure.
that. So the neighborhood
Yeah.
associations, it was all about resident engagement, so quite a
Well,
quite a
yeah,
big
we
part
kind of, to backtrack before the photo of is what got this Livability Lab going. We went out with surveys
Yeah.
of what is the goals in your neighborhood and what are the barriers. So really this came from the residents
Mhm.
themselves. So it's a great opportunity to
So-
play together.
Politicians better be listening. Community
Yeah.
leaders better be listening. People that want to make a change better be listening.
And we want them all there.
And you
want 'em all here.
because,
Yeah.
because I just love what you just said. I love listening to you speak about the humanity of the work.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, especially, honestly, in these times,
Yeah.
when everybody wants to other people and dehumanize people, if we can sit down and really say, we know we're doing good,
Yeah.
but it's not good enough.
Yeah.
And how do we collectively do better?
Right.
And we can't collectively do better if there's no collective.
Right. I
And
know.
how do you create that? It, just like you said, you look at somebody and you talk about whatever if it's a dark place or a light place or whatever it is, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like I care about that too.
Yeah.
Let's do it different.
Absolutely.
And let's do it innovatively.
Yes.
Because how many people, I'm doing my lane, you're doing your lane, you're doing your lane. Where do I get somebody who comes and says, why don't you just go try to do something?
Right.
But don't worry about failing.
Right.
Just do it.
Right.
Oh gosh, what a concept.
Right.
Because we want that. We want somebody to say, oh yeah, I think this is kind of a crazy idea. We're like, we love that. Come on.
Crazy. Bring it. Right.
Bring it. Because this is the space, right?
Well, that's
Carrie?
what I always say, because business sector is involved too, and speaking in business terms, is this Livability Lab and the 100-Day Challenge is like the research and development phase, the
Sure.
R&D, right? This is the
Exactly.
time to have different voices speak up. Even if you worked in that area for 20 years, somebody else at the table might have a different way to look at it, because everybody has a very unique, different perspective that can help collectively come together.
Yeah.
So be bold, take risks, put the ideas on the table, and together move forward. So it's about breaking a lot of rules, I guess, but we are following. I know, the way
Fun.
that things are, but we do have MSU and some experts in skills that help facilitate and move things forward. They've done it around the country. So,
Sure.
we won't be completely just on our own. We'll be guided through this process.
So September 10th, talk about how people get involved. What do we do?
Oh, well, Go to Livability, go ahead.
Oh no, you could go to the livabilitylab.com.
Okay.
Livabilitylab.com.
We'll link it up right here.
Yep, and register to get in.
Is there
And
a
I
cost
want-
for the event?
It's free.
Free event? Okay.
Thank you, the state of Michigan and our colleagues at Michigan State. I want to bring out that the Community Health Innovation Region is a group of leaders who really have put their necks out to do this as well. Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, don't come thinking you're just going to sit and listen.
Right?
This is about, it's not a town hall, I love town halls, but this is about engaging, moving ahead.
Being
Let's
part-
do something. Let's
Active.
change something, right?
Getting to work,
Yeah.
yep.
September
And-
10th.
And a lot of that information is on the website. So
Okay.
if you want to know what you're getting into and all the great things that are going to happen and how you can become involved, livabilitylab.com.
We'll link it up
Get
there.
you there.
You
Yeah.
guys are on your way. I mean, we started it off with some pictures over at the bus terminal,
Yes.
which was exciting. Now we're at the Fulker Community Hub, and we're working our ways together. And I love that.
And that is just one community that was a focus. This is all of Muskegon
Yeah,
County.
okay.
So while this was his,
Yep.
focus area, bring your own
They're turning
lived
the
experience,
li-
bring your own neighborhood. Yep.
They're turning the lights off in Ravenna on you?
You know what?
What?
I love Ravenna. If they turn off the lights, we just go find another light.
There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Honey.
grew up in Sparta. I know all about the 3
Oh,
lights.
well, that's another interview. I look forward to that one.
All the information is linked up right here on Positively Muskegon. Follow that link and come be a part of it on September 10th. Thank you all for coming by today.
Thank you,
I
Dave.
wish you the best in the program, and thank you for looking out for all of us.
We'll see you there.